All right. Back as always. Where else have I not used it from? So actually I'll go to... Let's go to Pastoria. Pastoria should be fine. Yo, BMV, what's up, man? What is up, man? We're still mining, bro. We are still mining. You're 80% sure it's Kaido slash Big Mom? I hope so, dude. Is that because of the new packs? They had Kaido in the packs? The new Boost 3, like, frag thingy? Is that why you think so? Because they had zone units? Oh, you saw the video frame by frame. Oh, okay. Nice, then. I know that Ledion did post something in our WhatsApp, like, that looked like there was, like, a fake image of them using Gear 5 in their, as a practice. Like, you know, when you go into the match and you have... Oh, why did they show up now? You know when you go into a match and you start off and you see all the characters on the screen? They showed one which had like a Gear 5 image, but it looked kind of fake, so... I don't know about that. At the beginning there's purple and blue flash. Dude, if it is Kaido and Big Mom, dude, I'm gonna be so happy. I would love that. I would absolutely adore that. Yo, Flopside, what's up, man? Okay, maybe I'll go and have a look more closely at the trailer when I'm playing OPBR. When I'm playing OPBR, I'll look more closely at the trailer. I'll do that. I'm good, Flopside. I'm good, man. Work was a bit boring today. There wasn't really much to do, so I guess in the end that's a good thing when you don't have much to do, but it's like a little bit boring as well. You're still only 80%. Yeah, no. That's good. I would hope that it's not Gear 5, just me personally. I personally don't want it to be Gear 5 because, like, I think it's too close together. It's too obvious. Like, you know, 100 million was Gear 5, 200 million is Gear 5. If it's Big Mom and Kaido, I've been asking for that unit for so long, dude. I would be extremely excited if it was Big Mom and Kaido. The double attacker they didn't want. The double attack they didn't want to. Yeah, the Conqueror of the Sea, I think it was called. That move was absolutely lit. You kind of get that you're always way too fast in class because your classmates are slow AF. Understandable. The one that Zoro deflected, yes. The one that Zoro broke all his bones in deflecting. who people still say to this day, "Oh, Zoro is actually stronger than Kid and Law because he deflected the attack." He didn't really deflect it. He just held on for a little while Law saved his ass. I don't count that as deflecting. He broke all of his bones while doing it, so I don't really think that that's that much of a accomplishment. 2 HP bars like K-Law and Yamae's, but when they change class. That would be so cool, dude. I would love, dude, that would be so sick, bro. After this fight, Zoro's gonna be Shanks level, just your opinion. I mean, I personally wouldn't go that far. This war. Oh, right, yeah. I personally still wouldn't go that far. I personally, in my opinion, think that Shanks is above and beyond anything that Zoro's gonna be. I honestly don't think that... I think at the, end of story Luffy would probably be just a little bit above Shanks level. I don't think he's gonna be that far above Shanks level, dude. I think Shanks is honestly one of the strongest characters that we've seen in the entire story. By far. And I don't know how many people there is going to be that are above that level. Let's see, yeah. I definitely think it would be a little weird if Zoro ended up being stronger than Shanks. Because technically Shanks is far beyond Rayleigh. I don't think there's anyone who would argue that Rayleigh was... Even Prime Rayleigh was stronger than Shanks is now. I personally would not argue that. I think Shanks is way above Rayleigh. Coming onto Roger level. For sure. And I also, I have to take into consideration the fact that Kaido literally got his ass handed to him by Shanks. Shanks single-handedly stopped Kaido from going to the Paramount War. I think that we do have to take that into comparison as well. Will Zoro ever be able to single-handedly stop Kaido? Who knows? We'll see. We will see. Both Shanks and Zoro are drunk, so that's one thing in common. You're sure Zoro will reach Shanks and pass him? That's alright. Have I had time for the newest One Piece episode? No, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the newest episode yet. But I'm caught up on the manga. You can spoil it if you want. It's not really a spoiler. Not Kaido, because Kaido's dead. That's true. Unfortunately, as unfortunate as it is, I still want to believe that he's still alive, but that's just me coping, dude. But I will cope until the end of time about Kaido. I'll continue coping that Big Mom and Kaido are alive. They're in lava. No. I will still continue coping. The copium runs through my veins, dude. It's never ending. Even if they cover their skin with Haki, no one can go get him. I mean... we don't know all of the powers of the Big Mom Pirates. We don't know how much Oven can actually increase his temperature either. We know that he has a temperature fruit. We don't know how much he can increase his temperature. So I don't know. The possibility remains that I believe that there's chances that someone could save them. Or save Big Mom at the very least. At bare minimum, I want someone to save Big Mom. Because I don't want Big Mom to end out without having a go with Luffy. As just my personal opinion. I know we had this debate before at BMV. Just my personal opinion. I don't want it to end without Big Mom and Luffy scrapping. Akainu definitely wouldn't, obviously. For obvious reasons. God damn it. I know BMV, but I just find it very hard to believe that Big Mom went out in that way. She wasn't properly defeated. She was just sent underground. I don't like that. Kaido was defeated and sent underground. Big Mom was not properly defeated. I don't count that, what Law and Kid did, as a defeat. She's too fat to get out of lava. Too fat to get out on her own. But we know that the Big Mom Pirates were there. The Big Mom Pirates were also in Wano. Everstone. Trash. Garbage. Garbage. I just don't want Big Mom to end like that. I think she deserved a lot more. She deserved to go out in her own arc. It would be like, to me, it would be the same as, say, Sanji taking out Kizaru in the Egghead arc to prove how much stronger the, like, Straw Hats have become. Something dumb like that. That's how I feel like it is that Kid and Law took out Big Mom. To me, that's the same thing. Kid and Law taking out Big Mom is the same to me as Sanji beating Kizaru in the Egghead arc, instead of it being Luffy. The new enemies are on another level. Kaido and Big Mom's story is over. I don't think that they're on another level. Emu and, like, the demon, like, stuff, I can understand. But the Holy Knights, I don't think they're above Kaido. Maybe Shamrock. Maybe. Maybe I could see Shamrock being above Kaido. But all of the Holy Knights are not above Kaido. I highly refuse that. I highly refute that. Same level? No. No. I'm highly refute that. You're an anime only, but okay, sorry, Flopside. It's alright, these characters you don't even know at the moment. And you're not gonna know them for a long time. The 5 elders, not the rest? 5 elders? No way, dude. No way, dude. No way the 5 elders on Kaido level, dude. Come on, man. No way, no cap, dude. No cap, dude. I'm not having it. Not having it. You'll find out soon, of course. You know, some basic manga spoilers are hard to avoid, but the Holy Knights are in the new opening, and you know the Holy Knights are in the new opening. Holy Knights aren't. What's his name is Fingerland Garling. Fingerland Garling is. Holy Knights, not really. I guess he's the leader of the Holy Knights, as previously shown in the anime. So that's not really a spoiler. He is the leader of the Holy Knights, but, you know, he's the leader. He's not, like, they haven't shown the other Holy Knights. What's up, Ichimaru? He's gonna be a... Bro, BMV, dude, why? I'm trying not to spoil, bro. Come on, man. You see Gunko's scraps and Shamrock's mustache. Shamrock doesn't have a mustache. Does he? Does Shamrock have a mustache? Ah, critical capture. Perfect, dude. You said we could talk about spoilers. Yeah, but after Flopside said that he was anime only, I was trying not to spoil too much. Or Beard, you don't know. I don't think Shamrock is in the opening, but I haven't seen the opening, like, after the last episode. Like, not the last episode, but the one where the opening was introduced in. I don't really like the opening, so I just didn't watch it again. Oh, okay, you already know about that. That's a big spoiler. Where did you hear that from? Who spoiled that, dude? You were watching Goldust 1988 match? He's more handsome than Cody Rhodes peak Goldust. That's good, Ichimaru. Goldust would appreciate that. Fake fans. Instagram, oh, of course. Instagram. That's why I don't look at Instagram, because I would get spoiled of everything. But Goldust was good, man, back in the day. I used to appreciate him. The original R-Truth. Loved some Goldust, dude. Goldust and Booker T, they were a good combination, man. Yo, what's up, Ace? How are you, friend? I cannot find a single thing today, apparently. WWF was so good back in the day, dude. Stone Cold, The Rock, Goldust, Booker T. Bro, that shit was lit, dude. I think of getting off social media when they would go to Laugh Tale. So at least I won't be spoiled for the One Piece, lol. No, the ending of One Piece is gonna be spoiled, like, no matter what. You kind of... I would say, honestly, Flopside, I would say take the time to read the manga. Because the manga is really good right now, and you are almost guaranteed going to be spoiled of the ending of One Piece. That's just going to happen. No matter what, no one can hide the ending of One Piece. You are never going to be able to hide that unless you literally stay off the internet. Which, if you're going to stay off the internet for that long, I think that, you know. You hear the manga readers complain about the anime all the time. I don't know what the complaints were about the episode where Bonnie sees Nika. I don't quite understand what the complaints were about that episode. I thought that episode was pretty good. I don't think that they could have animated it any better. So I don't really understand why they were complaining so much. A Moonstone, finally, dude. They did better in the newest episode. Yeah. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure that they did. Still, I think people... don't appreciate One Piece, the anime, enough. Like, a lot of people, their complaints towards the anime, if this was another anime that's not One Piece, they would literally say that that's, like, top tier. They would have no complaints. They would say it's one of the best animated episodes ever. But because it's One Piece, they hold it to a higher standard. When we had Whole Cake Island, so you know. I'm just glad that One Piece is not going back to the days of Whole Cake Island. You want to read the manga, but the thing is, you watch it with your mom. You watch it with your mom, huh? Well, you better hope that your mom doesn't read the manga herself and then spoil the ending for you. That would be a good laugh. Yes! Perfect. That's what I like to see, dude. Why wrestlers from 1998 so handsome? Their bodies muscly, so huge, better than Brock Lesnar. That's because that was the standard back in the day. You have to think, Ichimaru, the amount of steroids and other drugs that they took to keep their bodies like that, that stuff is illegal nowadays, Ichimaru. And to synthetically have a body like that, the maintenance work that you would need to keep your body in that shape, like it's not doable for a modern day wrestler. It was only doable because of the drugs that they used back then. Like, what do you call it? Randy Savage and stuff. Hulk Hogan, yeah, Hulk Hogan's a good example as well. Although I wouldn't really call him handsome, but to each their own. Pupitar. Can I get a Larvitar though? But I'll catch a Pupitar anyways. I mean, Roman Reigns does a pretty decent job of conditioning himself most of the time when he comes out. I won't say every time, but most of the time he's pretty conditioned. Oh, you tried, man. Is the manga fights impactful? To me they are. I love reading the manga, especially the fights. I get really immersed in the fights of the manga, Flopside. Personally. And I think that that's where most of the complaints towards the anime come from, is people, like, when they read the manga, you can't help but imagine how you think it would be animated. Certain scenes. So people just expected more grand animation from certain scenes. Because when they read the manga, the way that they felt after reading that panel was probably different. Which I can say that, I have felt that way. That's why I dropped the One Piece anime during the Whole Cake Island arc. Because I thought the fight for Luffy and Sanji, I thought that was really underwhelming, considering the manga, like, was so emotional in that moment. I didn't find that fight to be that well animated. If they do another remaster or something after Egghead, you might switch to manga. Well, we know that the Wit Studio remake is coming. We don't know when that's coming, but we know that the Wit Studio remake is coming for the anime. That's going to be really good. I can't wait for that. That's going to be super, super good. Most people don't read because they have a short attention span. They can't read. I'm one of those people, by the way. I do have, I think, I've never been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that I have ADHD. And I can't, focus properly when reading stuff. But, you know, I still read the manga. God damn it, I was trying not to. I didn't think that was going to kill, honestly. That's my fault. Do I already have a Zigzagoon? I don't actually know. Not Cacnea. Read it and understand what you're reading. I don't do that. That's why I don't do, like, manga reviews or anything. BMV is because I read the manga, but I don't understand it. I don't read it till I understand. I read it, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. And move on. And then when the anime comes out, then I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that meant. You're not alone. I do not have a Zigzagoon, and I guess Magnezone is dead. What do you think? Will a non-fighting type Aurasphere kill? I think it will. Like in OPBR, people don't understand traits. I understand the basic gist of the unit, but if you ask me about specific traits, then I'm not gonna remember. One, like I'll understand enough to be like, okay, Kizaru gets attack buffs when he's when he attacks an enemy. Okay, Garb gets his shield back when he downs an enemy. Like stuff like that. But if you ask me how much damage reduction Garb has or how much like how much of a defense boost Kizaru gets, I'm not gonna be able to answer that. I don't remember it in that detail. Or when people ask me, like when I'm using Neptune or something stupid like Neptune, then people ask me what are Neptune's traits. I can't answer that. I know he's good against power users. That's all I know. What else is here? Gligar. I still need to get a Gliscor. I'm stuck. You told your friend when the Wit remake is out, you should watch it. Definitely, like, dude, I want my. I'm going to get my siblings into it once the Wit Studio remake comes out. At the very least, my sister, at least. If it comes out soon, like. Because my sister, I did show her parts of it, One Piece, but I didn't. But she doesn't like watch it with me because she doesn't want to watch 1,000 episodes. But if the Wit Studio remake comes out, then I'll definitely get her to watch it with me. People are not as different as they think. That different as they think. True. Make her watch? I try to. I made her watch the entirety of the Kuma flashback because I was like, oh, you know, the Kuma flashback is very sad and, you know, I feel like you would like it. And she watched all of it and then she's like she was like, I don't, like, she didn't like it because it didn't have a happy ending. So she says she doesn't want to watch something that doesn't have a happy ending in the end. But yeah, I forced her to watch it anyways. She makes me watch all of her Korean pop stuff, so it's tit for tat. You're watching the live action with your dad and brother. Yeah, I'm watching the live action with my sister. Because she knows at least enough about the story to where she can watch the live action. Show her Taco P. Yeah, I haven't actually seen Taco P. I didn't watch it. I know what it's about, and I saw spoilers everywhere because, you know, you just can't live without spoilers in anime nowadays. But, yeah, I never got the chance to watch it. Steal some important things she has and blackmail her? Nah. That's not gonna work. She'll just buy a new one. But Blooming Flower is really good this season. I'm really enjoying that. Blooming Flower, the author really knows how to write characters. Or Fragrant Flower is what it's called. I know the Japanese names, but I don't ever remember the English names. How far do you think the live action will go? Well, I don't think that they're going to get I don't think that they will want to get into the Grand Line unless they are really confident in their ability with AI. With AI, CG, and all of this stuff, unless they're really confident that they'll be able to get these characters that have these weird abilities and do them justice, I don't think that they're going to go into the Grand Line. Well, not the Grand Line because they're going to Alabasta, but I mean, like, they're not going to go very far. You're a ninja and a pirate, that's it. The new season of Record of Ragnarok is almost out. Yeah, I am waiting for that as well. BMV. Record of Ragnarok is, it's like Baki, where it's just like a hype fest. That's all it is. It's just a hype fest, but it's good. I like how they portray Brunhild. Another Helix fossil, dude. Helix fossil number 230 or something. I've probably gotten as many Helix fossils as I have freaking Firestones, dude. You just used Niji and abused 3 Kuzan at the same time. That's crazy. I don't know why they were using 3 Kuzans in the same flag, but GG's, dude. I do not read the manga, BMV. I don't read... The only manga that I actually read is One Piece. I used to read a lot of manga, but nowadays I just watch the animes. I barely have time to watch the animes and stream it as well. Silent Witch is also really good right now. You're still waiting for Trash Clover. Okay. I wish I could agree with you, but I'm not waiting for Trash Clover. Naruto 3.0. Because we already have Boruto, so I can't call it 2.0. Damn. They're not at the same treasure. You dodged the first Ice Age, and then the second one used Ice Ball. You dodged it, and the third one got shocked. Oh, that's weird. They weren't even in the same flag. That's crazy. No way I said that, Flopside. Trash Clover is trash, dude. It is a one... It is almost a one... Like, some aspects of Trash Clover are literally one-to-one Naruto. So you cannot tell me that Trash Clover is good. Cubone! Bro plays some weird games. Why is Pokemon weird? Why is Pokemon weird, dude? Tell me why Pokemon is weird, Beast. The weirdest game I play is OPBR, dude. You yawned watching Naruto, never yawned watching Black Clover. Yeah, because you don't realize how much of a ripoff Black Clover is to Naruto. OPBR is the best game, yeah. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Good joke, dude. Good joke, Beast. You're a real comedian, you. It's a weird game. OPBR is a weird game. Buggy. Will Nami and Usopp be in the next EX banner? Yes, they will, Ace. Yes, they will, because their banner is going to end. Well, even if they don't end, I think that they will be featured on the new banner. My god, 2 in a row. Freaking Firestones, dude. Attack on Titan is a personal favorite anime. Well, you're not gonna like this, Flopside, but I dropped Attack on Titan because I thought it was boring and the story sucked. Just personal opinion, but I thought that the story was poorly executed, and I just didn't like it. My sister watched all of it, though. She enjoyed it. Not only at the end, I stopped reading it at around when they started fighting humans. And then I was like, yeah, this is dumb. And I do not regret dropping it after hearing the story afterwards. Naruto should just be named as Shadow Clone Jutsu. I mean, Naruto should just be named Sasuke because that's basically all Naruto said the entirety of the series. The monkeys show up, you mean? No, I mean like the humans. Like when Levi was fighting that guy with the cowboy guy. That stuff I hated. I don't remember the actual, like, story or whatever, but it was something like that. I don't know if it's his uncle or not. I don't even care, dude. That's when I dropped the series. Black Clover's peak? Yeah, no. No. It's as peak as Naruto because all the best scenes from Black Clover were literally ripped off of Naruto. And I thought Naruto was poorly written as well. Kishimoto completely butchered the series. No one can beat One Piece. One Piece had that world building. That's true. No, like, One Piece is amazing, but Hunter x Hunter, if Hunter x Hunter continued, it would be better than One Piece. If Hunter x Hunter continued, it would be better than One Piece. Hunter x Hunter was absolutely peak. Hunter x Hunter didn't end. It didn't end, it's just the author got lazy and stopped writing it. Now he just sits in his room playing Dragon Quest. He's made enough money off of Hunter x Hunter and what's it called? The other series, I forgot what it's called. The author got sick. He got sick and then he got lazy. He can write, he can continue writing, but he just chooses not to. I mean, obviously no one wants to end up like Oda, where you're literally sleeping 3 hours a day. You're in the hospital, like, almost the entirety of your time is spent in the hospital. No one wants to be like Oda, dude. I completely understand why. He's not on hiatus. He's still writing. Like, they come out with chapters every now and then, but like I said, he just doesn't take the time to write. His wife is Sailor Moon. Yeah, the one who wrote Sailor Moon. Yeah. That's why Oda has a big house. Yeah, but is it really worth it if you spend all your time in hospital? As viewers, we all want Oda to take care of himself better. Having a couple of breaks is not a bad thing. That's nice, Ace. Hunter x Hunter could have been a good rival to One Piece. It definitely would have been if it was just continued. Which is why it's so unfortunate that it wasn't continued. Bro, have I ever told you guys that Nerd looks like a Macargo sometimes? Nerd on a good day looks like a Macargo. That's on a good day. He looks like a Bidoof on a normal day, but on a good day he looks like a Macargo. Worst Fleet has 4 fleets? I think so. I think we have 4 fleets. I don't remember. All I know is that I'm in Fleet 2. Because I don't have time to play the game. Or that I choose not to play the game, really. Is the actual answer. But, you know. You see 4th Fleet has S-Player. I've never seen 4th Fleet, so I don't even know anyone who's in 4th Fleet. If you get the Palkia version, then they have Palkia. If you don't get the Palkia version, then you're not going to find a Palkia. Damn, I just ended up weakening myself. I'm trying to find a Charmander in here, though. That's what I really want. Two days left, then we can smile. We'll see, Ace. We'll see. We'll see how many people are smiling and how many people are going to be crying. Because I do feel like a lot of people are going to be crying. Oda taking breaks is a problem for the anime, though. They will need to do Punk Hazard Remaster before Elbaf. Yeah, but it's for the sake of him making good content. Like, if the content is if the quality of the content is dropping, then he needs to take a break. Because the most important thing is quality. If the anime has to take a break for a bit, I think that's perfectly fine. Are you going to take a break from OPBR? No, I'm still going to play it. For the time being. I'm not taking a break from it. You're not ready for the new EX? That's crazy, Beast. I know you're ready. Beast, I know you're ready. You've already got your notepad ready to complain all you want about the new gear. Whatever the new EX is, if it's Gear 5, if it's Blackbeard, if it's Kaido and Big Mom. I know you have your notepad ready, Beast. You're going to be writing out an essay about how Gear 5 ruined the meta. Just like all the Kizaru Coopers. Play Nami when... I've been playing her, Beast. She's the one who I'm trying to get the title for because Usopp sucks dick and I can't even get a win with him. Literally been playing Nami. That's all I've been playing. Oda got disease from last year where he has to go on a trip. I mean, he did have to get eye surgery. He didn't get a disease. He had to get eye surgery. And he does spend a lot of time going to the production of the live action as well. Because he wants to be more involved with the live action. Bro, there's nothing here. I literally found nothing. You were hoping they were going to do another EX rebanner. You want to collect them all? That's great, Buggy. I mean, I just, like, they never brought back Sabo, which I thought was weird. He should stop stalking Worst Fleet. I mean, nerd, why don't you just bring Ace into Fleet 4? I would ask Omega to kick Nerd from 2nd Fleet if we could get Ace into 2nd Fleet. Think about it, Ace. Think about it. You could get Nerd kicked from the fleet. You've seen enough hammers for today? Well, Beast, I'll stream OPBR in like an hour. If you want to come back in an hour, I'll stream OPBR then. Otherwise, I'm going to be mining. Doing nothing but mining. Because the only way to get legendaries in this game is to continue mining. Pokemon Minecraft. Ace is Fleet 1 material, he is. And Nerd says he will never leave 2nd Fleet. That's a lie, dude. I'm gonna make sure that Caracas moves you to 3rd Fleet now. Now that you said that, I'm gonna make sure Caracas moves you to 3rd Fleet. You've been in 2nd Fleet since 2021. Damn, dude. Yeah, I've been in 1st. I've been moving between 1st and 2nd Fleet for a long time as well. Nothing. Dude, I don't understand this shit when you don't find anything in the freaking areas at all. Bookery cooked your team with Boost, Forkizato, and Garp. Damn, dude. It's alright, Bookery cooks me as well, a lot of the time. Well, my alliance mates don't like me being in their team. They always like matching against me. Traitors. The only one who joins me is freaking Nerd, and then he gets a 0 score in my games. He sends a smiley face at the start of the game. Damn, dude. Adam also joins me. That's true, dude. That's true. Adam is good friend. Nerd, not so good friend. You can see that this is your favorite part of the game. Honestly, I'm enjoying this, dude. I said it before, but I actually really enjoy this casual, just farming, like just going in, like I think if I played Minecraft, I would enjoy it. Just this casual, just going in here, mining, getting items, you know. It's a fun stream, dude. Just yapping, you know, everyone just yapping together. I mean, nerd, not to be rude, but have you seen his PFP? Not being rude, but have you seen BMV's PFP? I don't know if you'd call that skinny. I mean, I personally wouldn't. The Bird Stealer Ace. It's all muscle. Of course it is. I'm sure Blackbeard used the same excuse when he was rizzing Boa. Or when he was rizzing Bonnie, who's technically 10 years old, dude. So Blackbeard, you need to calm down, bro. BB, no simp. If it wasn't for Rayleigh, yeah, if it wasn't for Ray Ray. Nobody knows the true age of Bonnie except for Vegapunk and the Revolutionaries. That's not true. We know that in the flashback she was 8 years old. We know that it's been 2 years have passed since the flashback. Because of Kuma's past, we know that it's been 2 years since the flashback. So technically, Bonnie should be 10 years old. Going by her age in the flashback, she should be 10 years old. I'm still playing Mining Simulator, Joe. What's up, Sleepy Joe? We're still mining, dude. Ace, all I have to say is, who are we allowed to diss, Ace? Who in One Piece are we allowed to diss? We can't diss Ace, we can't diss Shanks, we can't diss Rayleigh. Who are we allowed to diss, Ace? Come on. You can't gatekeep every character. Ace. Diss Akainu? Yeah, but there's nothing to diss about Akainu. Akainu is one of the greatest characters in One Piece. By far, literally one of the greatest characters in One Piece. And Kid in Law, dude. Oh, actually, Sanji. Like, Ace did say that Ace doesn't care about Sanji at all. Another goddamn Firestone, dude! Firestone number, like, 212, dude! Like, bro, what's going on, man? At least Toei gives Sanji the moment to kick his out his lasers in episode 41. I mean, true. He did give him some glaze. This is not the time to diss Sanji. When is a good time to diss Sanji? When he fails his mission? That's something that only manga readers will understand for the moment. You gotta find an Eevee and turn it into a Flareon. Unfortunately, you can only get Eevee after completing the Pokédex, which I think is dumb as shit, dude. I think that that's ridiculous that the only time you can get Eevee is by completing the goddamn Pokédex. Luffy the Third, King of Pirates, Zoro, King of Hell, Sanji, King of Simps. Sanji is the Okama King. Oh, come away! Adam does take part in No Come Away, by the way. If Bon Clay was real, he would look like Adam. I like how you accepted Luffy as the third Pirate King. Well, you know, first, second, or third, doesn't matter. As long as he reaches the goal in the end. Second is Whitebeard. I mean, Whitebeard technically never went to Raftel, so... That was a Thunderstone at the top. I'm still looking for a Charmander, though. Buggy will have the One Piece first as a gag. I honestly wouldn't put it past Oda to have Buggy find the One Piece. What do you expect from Sanji? He doesn't have COC. I mean, you're right, but you know, I expect the wing of the Straw Hat, the wing of the Pirate King, to be able to compete with the other wing of the Pirate King. Is that so hard to believe? You're gonna leave if I say that again. What, Buggy finding the One Piece? Oh, you imagine BB being king. Oh, is that what you're talking about, BMV? You were talking about the diss on BB. Another Everstone, dude. Gaban has COC, but Sanji doesn't, and he roasted him. That's true. That is definitely true. It's confirmed. It is confirmed that Sanji does not have the cock. Oh no, not another one of these rocks. Imagine Ace helping Luffy in the war. Oh wait. Damn, BMV throwing shade, dude. BMV is throwing shade. What did Ace do to you, BMV, dude? Was dissing Blackbeard that much of a pain for you that you have to treat Ace like this? Ace just came here to show his support. He didn't come here to have a heart attack. I actually need this stone to get, Damn, I suck at that, dude. That would be a big plot hole, lol. You were hoping Akainu was gonna make second donut like Sabo, the first donut Ace, and Ace's successor Sabo. I highly doubt that Sabo's gonna die at this point in the story. I think Oda wouldn't do that. Because it would be kind of too cliche, if we can say that. Don't know why my camera is acting up. Kid is alive on Egghead. That was the biggest lie I've heard. You doubt that Haruka eats a smile fruit so that he can laugh all day long? Well, if I was laughing all day, if I ate a smile fruit, dude, and I would not be able to cope in OPBR. Law survived 100%. Yeah, but Law ran away with Beppo. Kid is a different story. Because Kid got dropped into the ocean. But the real question is, guys, the real question is Barto alive? Is Bartolomeo alive after Yasop did him dirty? That's the real question. Blame Yasop, not Shanks. I mean, Shanks isn't the one who did it. Yasop is, so... Yeah, Shanks forgave Barto, but Yasop was like, nah, I'm not having it. Nah, dude, I ain't having it. Yasop was like, bro, you may be Luffy's friend, but bro, you dissed the wrong guy. I can't find a single thing, man, dude. I don't understand these caves, man. If you like Shanks, you are delusional at this point. Shanks is the captain of his crew, so it's his fault. No, it's not. Why is it his fault? He told Bart, like, he forgave Barto, but Barto literally did that shit himself, dude. He's the one who went around burning Shanks' ships and his islands. That was 100% Barto's fault. He shouldn't have gone around messing around with a frickin' Yonko. If he got his cheeks clapped, that's on him, dude. Yeah, he didn't know the Luffy and Shanks connection. If Barto did the same thing to Big Mom and got killed, that would still be his fault. You hope Luffy kills Shanks for Kid and Barto? Why Kid, dude? Kid is literal trash, dude. He's literally a piece of trash that fell on the floor. Who cares about Kid, bro? And Barto as well. Barto's comedic relief, bro, but he's pretty useless, man. Couldn't care less about them, dude. They deserved it. Especially Kid's cocky ass, dude. Kid beat Kid didn't even defeat Big Mom. He used Law's help in order to send Big Mom underground, and he started getting cocky and thought he could face off against a freaking Yonko himself. Bro wouldn't last 2 seconds against Kaido on his own, but he thought that he could stand up to Shanks, dude. That's 100% Kid's fault for being cocky as shit, dude. He deserved everything he got, and more. He will get his redemption? Never. Did you think what is Kuzan's agenda to join the BB crew? Yeah, it's pretty clear. I think it's pretty clear that BB and Luffy have... BB and Luffy are two tails of a coin. Or two sides of a coin, is what I was trying to say. BB and Luffy are two sides of a coin. One is darkness, one is light. And so, I think that most of the admirals, at the very least, they know the history of the world. I don't think the admirals don't know the history of the world. I think that the admirals know the history. And so, I do think that that's one of the reasons why Aokiji is with Blackbeard. Is because he wants to see the... he wants to... I don't know what he's trying to do, whether he's trying to capture BB, or whether he just wants to see how history unfolds himself. He might be like, the Rayleigh type who knows about the history, but they don't have the means to do anything, so they're just like, well, we'll just see how it tumbles, I guess. Or how history makes itself. If Law don't fight, his crew will die, but Kid, he is going to fight Shanks by himself. Shanks isn't even aiming at him. Yeah, Shanks literally wasn't even going to go fight him. Shanks wasn't even going to be the one to go fight him until Kid started blasting it like Shanks' alliance. Until he saw that Kid was going to kill a bunch of his alliance, then he was like, okay, well, I have to get involved now. Otherwise, Shanks was just going to leave Kid to do his own thing, dude. He was going to leave him as a snotty brat. But Kid didn't want that. And Kid got what was coming to him. Kid joining Straw Hats. Yeah, right, dude. If Beppo doesn't have chopper drugs and he can't turn into a Sulong form, Law is cooked. Yeah, Law was cooked, dude. Law was 100% cooked. And that's the only W that I'll give Blackbeard for the entirety of the 2-year time skip. Is that he defeated Law. How big is that W? I don't know. That's for each person to decide for himself. Can I get a Vulpix? Is that possible? I didn't want to fight you. You can't see a world where Law's alive but Kid isn't? Well, Flopside, you're looking at the world. And I hope it stays in that world. I don't want Kid to be alive, dude. Kid sucks, dude. Kid is garbage, man. Kid is garbage, man. He's garbage. He's garbage, dude. It is what it is, man. Just 5 frickin' skull fossils. God damn it, dude. Kurohige has Logia fruit. Shit's OP. He can nullify devil fruit flowers. Is he a Logia? I don't remember if, cause... I don't remember if he was a Logia or not, actually. I guess maybe he is, but... Because I thought he said that, because of the way that his powers work, that his powers work differently to a regular to like a Logia. When he was fighting Ace, I thought that that's what he said. So I thought that maybe he was like a special Paramecia like Katakuri is. Law got enough screen time, now it's Kid's turn. Yeah, Kid's not gonna get any screen time flopside. Kid's done, dude. Kid's done, and I hope he never comes back. I hope he stays in the pits of hell forever. I hope him and Killer never come back from the pits of hell, dude. He had the highest bounty, yeah, but the only reason why he had a higher bounty was because he killed more people than Luffy did. You also have to remember that. The only reason why he had a higher bounty than Luffy was because he killed more people than Luffy did. And he has literally been utter trash in the entirety of the series after they revealed his bounty. He has done shit all the entirety of the One Piece series. Tell me one thing that one scene that Kid has had that was actually made him look credible. There isn't one, because he's not credible. How this man even made it into the worst generation is beyond me, dude. Bro was born on a fountain of luck. When Kid beat Apu, Kid never beat Apu. Zoro did. Zoro beat Apu. Kid can make a laser gun. Yeah, sure. So cool. So cool, man. If Law wasn't there, he wouldn't even be able to scratch Big Mom. Kid is better than Apu. Yeah, that's why everyone was getting their ass beat by Apu until Zoro one-shotted him, right? Who got betrayed by Apu again? Who got betrayed by Apu again? Wasn't it Kid? Was it Law or was it Kid? Out of like, remind me. Who got betrayed by Apu again? Who got captured by Kaido because of Apu? Pretty sure it wasn't Law. Pretty certain that it wasn't Law. Was X Drake there? I don't think X Drake was there when they were having their meeting. Was he? Kid didn't get betrayed by Drake. Wasn't it just Apu and Hawkins? I'm pretty sure it was only Apu and Hawkins. I know, Law's with Luffy and he didn't get betrayed. Like Kid did. Yeah, it was just Apu and Hawkins. It wasn't Drake. Yeah, Drake wasn't in that meeting, Joe. Drake was a part of Kaido's crew, but he wasn't in that meeting that Kid was having. Yeah, Drake joined Kaido's crew before the time skip. So we know that, but, you know. Other than that, we don't really know much. Fanfy! I think I already have a Fanfy, though. Let me just double check that. I do not. X-Drake is one of the 6 at Baltimore. What is Baltimore? I don't remember. Law was crying the whole time. I think you meant carrying the whole time. Flopside, I think you've completely misread the entirety of the Kid and Law versus Big Mom fight, because I think you meant to say Law was carrying the entire fight. Law literally carried the entire fight on his back, dude. While Kid was getting his ass beat. Catch the elephant, I did. Love a dolphin, dude. He just teleported Kid the whole time. What do you mean? Literally the only one who did damage to Big Mom was Law. Law was the only one who Big Mom was scared of. She literally said that kids couldn't even scratch her. Law was the only one who was able to fight with Big Mom without his awakened fruit. Kid couldn't even touch Big Mom until he awakened his fruit. And guess who sent Big Mom to the depths of hell? It wasn't Kid, dude. Who fought with a Yonko? Like, literally, who fought with a Yonko 1v1? Was it Kid or was it Law? Who was the one who got one-shot by a Yonko, and who was the one who actually had a one-on-one fight with a Yonko? Tell me, Flopside. Who got one-shotted again? Oh, right, Kid did. Who got sent straight to Davy Jones' locker? Oh, right, Kid did. Who survived? Oh, right, Law did. Who defeated a Yonko? Oh, right, Luffy did. Not Kid. It's crazy how Kid got literal pity points for beating Big Mom when Law literally carried the entire fight. Who got his arm chopped off by Ben Beckman, dude? Alright, it was Kid. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for, dude. Law survived because BB at the attack used Gura Gura no Mi power, not the Yami Yami fruit. And he lost because BB used the Yami Yami fruit to nullify Law's Devil Fruit power. Well, I mean, he still put up a very good fight. You could see how much damage BB took in that fight, dude. If that was Kid, he wouldn't even have taken damage. Because Kid is garbage, dude. One of the worst characters in the entirety of One Piece. That's Kid, dude. 100% that's Kid, dude. When I think about bad characters in One Piece, the first person that comes to mind is useless Captain Mid. Law will give Kid the eternal youth. Yep, and then Kid will be mid for eternity. Crazy. Why would you want to waste your freaking power on useless Captain Mid being mid for the eternity? He does perfect at the worst gen because he's the worst person himself. Still trashing Kid. Yes, we're still going. Still going BMV. Useless Captain Mid deserves all the hate in the world. Kishimoto himself could not write a more trash character than Mid. Sakura was a better character than useless Captain Mid. No, Drake is 100% the worst of the entirety of worst gen. Drake is the worst, but Kid comes in a clear number 2. Like, he is a bottom 2, dude. Kid is bottom 2, dude. Hawkins is 100% better than Kid. As a character, hell yeah, Hawkins is better than Kid. Capone Beige is better than Kid. Boruto's the trash in your opinion? It's trash in everyone's opinion, dude. The worst is the fat monk. That's true. That I agree with. That I definitely agree with. You know what, BMV, I'll give you that. Third, he's third from the bottom, okay? Kid is third from the bottom. The Mad Monk is definitely, Hawkins killed himself. Yeah, he did. And he went out with style, dude. Hawkins went out with style. He realized that he bet on the wrong horse, and he took his death graciously. Hawkins said, I'm not gonna beg for my life. I'm not gonna, like, do anything else. I did this to myself. So he just took it and he ran with it. And I appreciate him for that. He made his bet and he died with his bet. Kid didn't beg, bro. He didn't need to because he didn't have time to. Let me just quickly check which ones are which. Okay, let me get the Soul Slate. Shanks got scared of the future that he saw. Yeah, he's got scared of a future where Kid is alive. He was like, this is bad for the series. I need to do something about it. The popularity of One Piece will end if I let Kid survive. Alright, let's go! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Luster Purge. Wow. Alright, let me actually do some damage to him before I get KO'd. Well, Law deserved the spotlight instead of Kid. Law is a way better character than Kid. Law is a way better character than Kid. He has the worst crew, but Law is the better character. Kid is the most annoying, most mid character in the entire series. Buggy is better than Kid. Foxy is better than Kid. That's a hard fact. That is undeniable. Foxy is a better character than Kid. That's not even cap. That's 100% fact. 100% fact. You're gonna stay silent. Because you know it's true, BMV. You know it's true. You know 100% that I'm telling the truth. Nothing but the truth. So pretty. It's not April Fool's. Yeah, that's exactly why I'm telling you facts. Damn. That's unfortunate. There are two sides of the chat, the Kid Glazers and the Kid Haters. Well, I'm definitely just a fact spitter. That's all I am. I'm respecting your opinion as well, Flopside. I don't see how you can possibly like Kid, but you know, apparently you do. I can only try and guide you in the right direction. That's all I can do. To be honest, you just like his design. Understandable. I don't remember what the Soul Dew was for, though. A berry, of course. Of course, berries. That's all good, dude. Thank you for joining. Alright. I'll just go back and evolve some, well, one Pokemon, and then I will call it a stream for Pokemon, and then I'll play some OPBR. So, I did also find a Snorunt, so I got myself a Frostlass. Very happy about that. Now, I need... Who am I looking for? Oh, I think there was still an Oddish, wasn't you? Yeah, then I can't evolve him yet. That's fine, I'll leave it. You just used Judge and dropped a 9k score. That's crazy, Ace. You're still a noob, though. You're still a noob, though, Ace. But it's okay. You're a cool noob. Alright, well, I'm going to call it a day here, so thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the stream, please do leave a like, and please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And I'll see you all in the next one. I will be streaming OPBR right after this, so if you want to join that, then go ahead. Yeah, I'll go and review the trailer, BMV, I'll do that. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.